Here's how I think the crypto market and the stock market is going to turn around fairly soon in the near future, and I believe this is how it's going to happen. Okay, so right now we have the Trump tariffs. They're causing some disruption, right? Trump is saying that some of the countries are violating the USMCA agreement. That's possibly true. Maybe we don't necessarily like how he's doing it, or some people, but in the end, the tariff disruption will pass, in my opinion, and we will come out of this stronger. I really do believe that. Also, number two, Federal Reserve is holding interest rates steady, but I truly believe they are going to cut rates soon. Now, what do we see a lot of corporations doing? We see them cutting fat. We see them selling off a lot of stock. We see them getting cash. We just see even Warren Buffett is sitting on a crap ton of cash. Why do you sit on cash? Well, you're waiting for the market to basically get to a point where you want to deploy that cash. They are getting their cash ready because they think A, the market's going to go down a little bit more, which is possible, or they think that, you know what, we're going to deploy our capital. They have been taking cash and putting it back into their coffers and selling for quite a while, because I really do believe they're ready to start deploying that. I really do think that. And when they start deploying that capital is most likely when the Federal Reserve is going to start cutting rates. We already see that the M2 money supply, which basically means the circulating supply of money that's in the economy, that's already starting to grow, even though the interest rates have not been cut. We're seeing that happening, and we see China is having to stimulate their economy. We see that the money printers, long story short, are going to be turned back on very soon. And when more money is circulating in the economy, interest rates will eventually go down as a result of this too, because we start to see that rise of circulating money coming in, which basically signals, in my opinion, interest rates need to start coming down because they need to stimulate the economy more. And when that happens, that's when the big money is going to deploy all that cash that they're sitting on in their coffers, and the stock market and the crypto market is just going to go kaboosh. I really do believe that. And also, I run a small business, right? So I get the idea of we want interest rates cut. I just watched a interview with President Donald Trump on with Maria Bartiromo, and he just flat out said that, like, whether we agree with Trump or not, that's not the issue. This isn't a political thing. This is just about the markets, right? He flat out said he wants interest rates cut. He's like, look, interest rates have already started going down. And that is true. Interest rates have started going down a little bit because the 10-year Treasury is projecting, and we see home price interest rates are coming down a little bit. This is all a good sign. And he even said people don't get rich when interest rates are high. He personally wants interest rates cut. I personally believe the Federal Reserve has to cut rates this year because they cannot keep this steady. We are moving towards recession, but I think the Federal Reserve is always a little bit slow moving to cut rates, but I think it's getting to the point where they're getting to a lot of pressure where they need to do that, and the economy needs to stimulate. And again, I just think it's just going to be this mass explosion, especially because crypto regulation is coming. It's here, and it's going to be favorable. And there's all this cash sitting on the sidelines right now. What do we think is going to happen to that cash within the crypto market, within this burgeoning blockchain ecosystem with AI and blockchain and, all these other technological advances that are coming? I just don't see how it's not going to go up, right? Every single economy, doesn't matter what country you're looking at, they want to stimulate. They do not want us to go into a long, turmoil of recession. They want the economy to continue to boom because it also helps. When people are happy, that also helps people get reelected. You see where I'm going with this here? It helps all around. So I'm not too concerned. I think the market is going to turn around fairly soon. We might go through some more downtrends a little bit. Maybe it'll a little bit, excuse me, maybe it'll still continue to be a little choppy, but I just know a lot of these corporations, you can see, just Google it, they're sitting on cash, and they are going to deploy that cash because they do not want to sit on cash. It doesn't work for them if they don't deploy it. They don't just want to keep that in their coffers. Companies don't like to save. They like to invest and make money. And I'm hoping that I'm going to stay in this market because when that pump does come, I want to be a part of it. So anyways, just my 2 cents on the matter. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.